Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in my Disco Elysium game. As I recall, going into day 5 now, um, and should be some new stuff opening up. I mean, what's her name? Lillian indicated that she could take me in the boat to the islets. Um, so I have that as an option, and there's also now that Kim is back, I do believe this gives me access to go to the get into that Feldman building and possibly find Ruby there, and which is, you know, moving on to the the main quest. Um, I've weighing my options of which one to do first. I'm thinking I want to go to the islets or islets. I instinctively want to pronounce it islets, but they keep saying islets, so I don't know. But you know, islets as in islands because it's spelled a similar way. But anyway, um, yeah, I don't know how long the trip to the islets takes, and plus I don't know how time dependent it is. I mean, probably either of these options are don't really care about the time of day or whatever. I sort of feel like I want to go to the islets first. I don't know. Maybe I should go. Maybe I should go after Ruby first. Because theoretically once I find her, I'm probably going to have to go back to talk to the Hardy Boys, and they're so that's like I'm trying to weigh it against like what's the most time limited of my options here, because I lost a lot of time in the previous day because Kim wasn't present. Like a lot of time got wasted. Um, so I kind of have to make up for lost time here, I think. I don't know. I'm presuming the game has a time limit on it. It would make sense for it to be 5 days. Like maybe the bloodbath is an incoming that Joyce warned against. Yeah, but yeah, I can go to the islets to look for the bullet traces there, or I can go to the Feldman building and search for Ruby. Yeah. On further reflection, I think, you know what? I think maybe going to find Ruby is the better option. I was sort of waffling back and forth, but yeah, let's go look for let's go look in the Feldman building. It's this way, isn't it? I think it's this building here. Presumably, I need Kim with me for the like for whatever story beats are about to happen here.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, "Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Interesting. It's impossible 20, but I'm getting a whole pile of bonuses plus up all the way up to 97% chance. It's wild. +3 because I found the empty trap. +3 because I heard Lena's true story. Lena's true story? Oh. Is Lena? Sorry, was that one of the people that Idiot Doomspire was talking about, or? Pig I get +2 for establishing the nightclub, +2 for discovering the anomaly, +3 death notification. Oh, interesting. These are like wildly disjointed bonuses here. Like is this supposed to be like? Sorry, my throat is so rough. I'm trying to speak and like, without it coming out gravelly. Drink lots of water. It doesn't help. Just before I started the stream, like I choked on something. Like I was drinking, and it went down the wrong pipe. It was like lots of coughing, and it also doesn't help that it's really dry in here because it's very cold outside. And it makes the furnace work harder, and it just dries everything out. According to my hygrometer, it's a little more than 10% humidity in here. Anyway, yeah, I mean, this is rather curious. Like, why would all these disjointed, unconnected things be giving me bonuses? And I think that's just for gameplay reasons. Like, they don't want you finding Ruby until late game. This might be like end game stuff here. Anyway, here we go. Unless I roll a 2, I'm guaranteed to get this.
Even though you're
4.
sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
Yeah, this game really likes rolling 4s. And, you know, funny thing, you know, the other day I watched, there's a streamer, a Twitch streamer that goes by the name Luvality, who was playing Disco Elysium for the first time, and you know, I'm not going to watch so long that I don't want to like accidentally catch up with myself here, but I figured it was safe to watch day one. And she rolled a lot of 4s too, interestingly. I think the game is just generally predisposed to rolling 4s. It's got to be something baked into the programming or something. Anyway, silent as a tomb, you say. What was I even attempting to do here? Turn to the tent. She could be anywhere. How do we find her? Let's go start with what was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city. Whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning with your hands fallen to your side.
Pale.
Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before?
Hmm?
Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
I mean, every time the shivers comes up, theoretically that's what I'm doing. But anyway. Okay, turn to the tent. She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay.
The lieutenant sighs and gets a hold of himself.
She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least.
Presumably this line would be different if we didn't go on the cryptid hunt. Which gives an idea that there must be insane amounts of dialogue recorded by the voice actors for this, to account for every possible thing you could do in this game. Anyway.
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
He looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm. Sorry, what? The dark red box crumbling across the chasm? Dark red box crumbling across the chasm. What? Is that metaphorical? What's that even referring to? Anyway, it says, new task, look for Ruby on the coast. I mean, we already checked the coast. I thought we were going to enter this building here.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
And Dev is here. Welcome to the stream. She's got to be around here somewhere. Yeah, sure. Excuse me. Yeah, I thought we were going to go in the building. I guess not. It's directing me to go along the coast. But
An
so okay.
adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Well, this is interesting. I can do this one again? It's curious. Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Why is it letting me retry this? Even though I just succeeded. I mean, the directions are telling me to look for her on the coast. Ruby's in the cinder block village but left Monday. She could be anywhere in the peninsula north of the village. Look inside the church, ask around. There are people to the west of the mural. Or, I don't know, ask a girl on a date. Then ask her, ask the wind maybe. Wait a second. What is this? Or, I don't know, ask a girl on a date. Does this mean I need to pass the check asking Lillian out to have a chance? And then it says return to the Feld mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. Okay. These are rather curious directions. How's my Wasteland Reality doing? 3.5 hours left? Okay. Alright, so I have a feeling I'm going to have to return to this later. Did we paint the mural? I wasn't here when we did this. So yes, I did. I decided to go with the inscription, something beautiful is coming. Yeah, and I found the buoy which theoretically had Classia's passport in it, except that it didn't. I suppose I can talk to this guy again. I suppose he has anything new to say.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
He nods to you, smiling. Can ask him for money. I already asked him about this. Well, I'll ask him again, I guess. I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
He pats his son's head.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said...
Yeah,
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
I think it's the same dialogue
He's
as before.
telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Okay. Alright. Just take a walk around the block here. Let's just go around the coast. The fact that this is highlighted here and it's clickable suggests that I have to get into that building at some point. Well, whatever. Let's just check out this boardwalk area here again. It's still... There's still nothing to do with...
some tear. An empty...
It's just the same thing as before. There's still no shooting location to be found here. Even though it originally said the north end of the boardwalk. I mean, this is the north end of the boardwalk. There's nothing here. So let's just take a look around here, I guess. Just keep an eye out for anything clickable. The door is still here, where I failed the red check roll.
Old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Yeah, okay, so there's nothing new there. That's the same dialogue as before. Okay, so, nothing clickable here. We've walked along the coast. All the way. All the way along here. And let's continue along here. I don't think I can go behind the church. Yeah, I can't. I have to go all the way around. I suppose I can check inside the church. I don't expect anyone to have anything new to say in here. They're probably just. I'm still going to be like Andre dancing and. Yeah, everyone's still doing their own thing.
Yes, what is it?
Yeah, this one is still locked because Pale Unknown. I never found anything about that. Okay. I suppose I can dance again, can I?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Just who are these guys? Okay, that's.
Goodbye, officer.
Don't suppose I can re-roll any of these things, can I? Yeah, these are all locked. Reaction speed and empathy. I never forget what those are about. I think I used up. Oh, I do have I have a skill point. So I could come back to this to re-roll it if I decided I needed to.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything new here. I think there's still an interfacing role to be done with Egghead.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
But it's still locked. Audio also can be tamed, connect the dots. Okay. Okay, yeah, so nothing new there. I don't, like, I can level up a thing to reroll those, but I don't think any of those are a pressing need at the moment, so just gonna keep puttering around the coast here. There's something I'm supposed to be looking for? It said walk along the coast. This is me walking along the coast. That was the only clue I got. Well, I mean, it's not the only clue I got, but it was the most prominent clue I got. If I'm keeping my finger on the right mouse button as I walk along. Just so that anything will highlight. And this is just back here again. That's the Feld building. Yeah, that's the guy standing there. And yeah, nothing is highlighting. Okay, heck, maybe I will go to the islets first after all. At least I haven't lost much of the day. Only 5 minutes have elapsed because it doesn't count the time you spend walking around. It's only when you talk to people and do things that time passes in this game. I thought, what's this? Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Ha. I mean, we've already established that is Harry's vehicle, and that he was drunk, both drunk and out of his mind. All right, let's go talk to Lillian about going to the islets, I guess. New area, new stuff to explore, new things to do, I'm sure.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
This is still locked. Something else I just... Didn't you say that your boat will be available today? Looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
You're supposed to,
Okay. When did this person stay here?
very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
She looks slightly disappointed. Is that implying that maybe she was hoping I would ask her out and is disappointed that I'm looking for somebody else? Anyway, really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
Okay, so I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Am I supposed to click on the boat itself? I'm not seeing an option there for visiting the islets, or islets. Sorry, it looks like all the dialogue is the same as before. Let me
The
just...
sea's gonna calm down
see here.
soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Nice sword?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Hold on, do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow that sword? I don't... That's not what I'm here for. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective, or so where are all the men now? This is same stuff as before,
Some
I think.
went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why? If they're thick-headed, ...
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke. Enjoyed the way he bled? Context is implying that her husband was thick-headed.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone, coward. I would never leave anyone. He disappeared? Sounds like a missing person case. Well, let's pick the option I didn't pick before. Gone, coward. I would never leave anyone. She raised an eyebrow.
Good for you. He, however, was lost to the waves. It's been quite a while now.
Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Making that comment about, oh, I wouldn't leave, feels a bit more callous knowing that the guy died, so oops.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Yeah, death is nothing. I should on death. Or you should have thrown yourself in the waves after him, nod sagely. Or time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? Or it's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. Looks like I picked this one before. Let's go with it. It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glanced at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her, Both of you could need some action.
Okay. What did I say that brought up the boat option before? Again, like, am I supposed to talk to her about using the boat, or is this am I just going about this all wrong?
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
This installation wept your lips, very conceptual. I wasn't feeling it. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove in the sea. Official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that now. Got drunk and apparently drove in the sea. This probably makes me look worse, but
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
it's just the cracks by four motor carriage. Says the sun's mentality and objects don't have souls, or I'm actually in the middle of a murder investigation right now. I'm actually in the middle of a murder investigation right now.
Police business. I understand. Anything I can help you with?
I mean, yes, I thought we were going to use your boat. Why is that dialogue option not here? Am I just supposed to go to the boat and take it or something? Like, I'm genuinely confused. There's nothing highlightable. Like, am I supposed to ask her out, and that is the lead into getting the boat? Is that how this is supposed to work? I mean, one of the clues did say, this is like, or I don't know, ask a girl on a date, then ask her, ask the wind, maybe, like that. It's should I unlock suggestion and try asking her out again? I mean, if I was going to do that, I should have done it when Kim wasn't here. Maybe I'll save it first, just in case. I mean, not that I'm going to reload or anything. Like, I don't like. Am I misunderstanding something? I thought that we were supposed to use the boat to go to the islets. She said, like, 2 in-game days previously, she said it'll take a couple of days before her boat's available. So I took that to mean her boat would be available now. I thought that's how we get to the to get to the island to check it for bullet traces. Like, I was under the impression that was how this whole thing was going to work. I don't know if I'm just misunderstanding or what.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Switch on the coast. Are you okay? I think it's just the same stuff as before. I'm just wandering around this way because I'm wondering if I don't think I can't go behind the building. I was just wondering if there was a boat somewhere that I was supposed to click on that I missed. Oh, the alkies aren't up yet. Okay, yeah, there's nothing's highlightable, nothing to click on. I'm just gonna level up suggestion and try again to ask her out, I guess. Do we have any clothes that boost suggestion? Keka's composure. Rhetoric, conceptualization, volition, encyclopedia, inland empire, logic, conceptualization, electrochemistry, logic, empathy, hand-eye coordination. Oh, +1 suggestion. Here we go. It's just the naval coat. How fitting if we're going out in the water. Alright, let's give us a whirl, I guess.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
It's only 28% chance. Ugh. Kim's presence makes it awkward. I get +2 for dress code. Wasn't there something, a bonus for having shaved? I mean, if it says she needs to go on a date with another drunk badly, does it help if I've drunk first? If I've had a drink? Come to think of it, hold on. Don't the cigarettes boost? Oh, they boost intellect. This is I need a psyche bonus. Shoot, I think I need speed for that. Yeah, I only have a 28% chance of success. I just could have sworn it was higher than that before.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I guess I'm gonna give it a shot.
You
Hey.
think she really needs more of that after a man died at sea?
Rolled an 11. Hey, that's pretty good. But what do I do then?
What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober?
I'm listening. Or get out of here with your crazy fringe theories. Or what you're suggesting is highly experimental, possibly dangerous. Now let's go with I'm listening.
Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
He's saying this out loud. I'm a drunk. Don't know if you've noticed, so I usually ask people to drink with me. It's my only option. Let's go with it.
I have, and I don't really.
Don't really, as in, don't really, ... as in, this time though, imitate drum roll. I thought I'd ask you for a walk. Or I could just say Lily and walk with me. Now let's go with the drum roll one.
Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator.
She feigns extreme surprise. I am. That's why you should definitely agree. Or is that a yes, ma'am? Is the walk happening? Or please come to a sober walk with me. You should definitely agree. It feels a little pushy. Let's go with, is that a yes, ma'am? Is the walk happening?
Where would this walk take us, officer?
She's thinking, eyes mapping your rugged features. There's a nice view on the beach I found. Point northwest, Land's End.
Officer, I thought we had a work of our own in mind. One that results in a solved murder investigation.
The lieutenant has discreetly taken a few steps back.
Oh no. You, come with us. Seriously, I insist.
She smiles at the lieutenant and turns back to you.
You need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking. That's it. Understood?
That's fair.
Having the lieutenant along is a fail-safe measure against any possible funny business.
There you go. Alright, it's a date, sort of. Or smile and nod. Or it's gonna be weird with the three of us. Let's just drop it way today. Aww. It's a date, sort of. I don't know. She just said we're just walking and nothing's gonna happen. So calling it a date doesn't feel right. I'm just gonna smile and nod.
I guess I can come along for a quick stroll. I mean, if the ma'am insists, of course.
The lieutenant looks at you apologetically. Kim trying to not be a third wheel here? Was that fifth wheel?
I do, yes. Stroll on the beach sounds nice, doesn't it? All right, I'll see the kids haven't killed each other and we'll meet at Land's End in 15 minutes?
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready.
New task. Meet Lillian at Land's End. Okay, we can put the police coat back on. Back to the commander's jacket. Whoosh. Your date with Lillian, get to Land's End in the northern tip of the peninsula quickly. She's not going to wait for you forever. Alright. This already isn't going how I expected, but whatever. I mean, when I started this session, I thought, okay, there's it's like, okay, brand new day. We're gonna, you know, we've got lots of stuff to do. You can check out the Fell building. Now that we have Kim here, or we can check out the islets. See if we can find the. You know, the source of the shot, or the possible source of where the shot might have come from. And yeah, so, and like, the game basically just shot down both of those options. And you know, I'm not really sure where exactly I'm supposed to go. I'm gonna save it just in case things go really screwy and
An old door.
she said 15 minutes, but time hasn't elapsed. It still says 7:43 because just that's how the game goes. So I don't know. But this is the north end of Land's End here. Okay, here we are. I guess that's her.
The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again, tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks from her eyes, and only then spots you approaching.
Aye, so here you are. Sun is up and there's a ton of snow coming down. Well, it's not really snow, it's slush. At least it keeps the drunks and teenagers at bay. Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot. That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
Dimples. Is that our new nickname now? She turns to face the sea once more. Gained experience.
Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance, Towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
Kim, we ready to do this? Or look at her, you seem surprised that I made it, or maybe it was a mistake. Everything feels uncomfortable. I should leave. No. You seem surprised that I made it.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments.
I'm actually quite good at scheduling, or it's a rock star thing, tardiness, or I'm sorry you had to wait, or wouldn't miss it for the world, or I'm just trying to be a responsible grown up. Actually quite good at scheduling. I don't. It's probably not true. A rock star thing, tardiness is it's a little silly. Sorry you had to wait. She didn't wait. We got here instantly. Wouldn't miss it for the world if you want to uplift her here, or just say I'm trying to be a responsible grown up. I'm kind of leaning towards this one.
So this is what this is. Responsible.
She shrugs.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe you'll have a revelation and crack whatever you're on.
Yeah, this is a good influence on me. Or, probably not, but who cares? What's the next step? Or for the case, I need to get in tune with the coast. I mean, this is sort of the meta answer here. It's probably honestly the most truth in it. I mean, I apparently needed to pass a shivers roll, get in tune with the city trait in order to continue. So anyway, continue to the coast. Here we go.
And its people. Glad to be of assistance then.
Her laughter is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the sunlit waves and the cries of the gulls.
I've been sober for more than an entire day now. Well, it's more like 3 days, but anyway. Keep it to yourself. This is only the beginning. I mean, I did have a cigarette at one point. Does that count as a lack of sobriety? Should I keep it to myself? Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I've been sober for more than an entire day now.
I've seen quite a few of those first days. Still, good for you.
She nods to you, a playful glint in her eyes. Yeah, I kind of wonder if it would have benefited me to complete Wasteland of Reality before doing this, but oh well. She nods to you, a playful glint in her
Here
eyes.
it comes.
As she turns back to the sea, the weather begins to clear under her steady gaze.
So fast as to make it seem like the weather turns at her command.
Wait, did you just do that, or say nothing? It's stupid, a stupid idea. That's I think Inland Empire is just being silly. Inland Empire likes to make lots of metaphysical claims. Let's just say nothing.
Say nothing? Well, now there's silence. She's looking at the sea. You hear yourself breathing. You should say something. Anything. Maybe the tequila sunset thing.
Are you sure about that, Rhetoric? A past incarnation of myself called himself Tequila Sunset. I wonder why that is. Or, no, keep quiet about your sordid past. Yeah, on balance, it already feels like there's been too long of a silence. I think maybe let's fill it, even if we're talking about our sordid past here.
It's a common Revacholian expression. Means drinking yourself to death.
Oof. She narrows her eyes.
So, are you going to keep the name?
Hell yeah, Tequila Sunset all the way. Or I think I'm good with Harrier Dubois these days. Here's my name. I don't need any others. Or I prefer to. I prefer just going by my initials. It's more conspiratorial that way. Call me HDB. Or this is a new model of me. It will need a new name. Or who am I kidding? I'm probably going to drink myself to death. Whatever name I choose. Aw, that's probably going to cause a morale hit there. Um, yeah, so yeah, I think I'm quite good with Harry Dubois these days.
Well then, Officer Dubois.
She nods to you, then turns toward the sunlit sea.
The sun reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay is mesmerizing. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, fragile looking in the shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
Ah, well darn. She's anthropomorphizing the sun. Maybe she would have liked the metaphysical talk. Oh well. Best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset when the water's warmer. Does that imply that we have to wait until the evening to go out to the islet to look for the bullet traces? Ugh. Game might be really dragging out the timeline on this quest.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie.
Look at the sun as being listed as a character here.
The sun isn't always that great. Think of people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Is that why you named your boat the Sun? Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Desert people are happy with too much sunlight, or just enjoy the view? No, let's be more conversational. Is that why you named your boat the Sun?
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
Plus, let's bring the conversation back to the boat, because I thought we were going to go out in the boat. Darn it.
And a bit of conceptual unity too, it being yellow and all.
Not sure desert people are happy with too much sunlight. Do you want to bring that up, or just enjoy the view and just be quiet for a bit? Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I'm not sure desert people are happy with too much sunlight.
Now you're just nitpicking. But I concede. Maybe desert people sometimes disagree.
Just enjoy the view.
There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls in the skewers, grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be?
Sun isn't exactly an organization, or there's an explanation to this, and it's political. You see, begin a long, impassioned political tirade, or well, something's got to be on our side, or because it's not human, humans betray you. Okay, so that the humans betray you line just sort of feels like he's bringing his own personal demons into the conversation, which might not be ideal. I don't think she'd care for a long, impassioned political tirade, even though arguably it might be my style. I'm going to go with, well, something's got to be on our side.
I guess we wouldn't really be here if that thing wasn't on our team.
You have fish hooks in your ears. Talking about the earrings. Or there's an interesting lilt in your voice. Or do you wish you were out there fishing right now? Or so who do you think killed the hanged man? Just sudden switch to all business here. And what have we here? Civilization, heroic, say something about the sun. I'm getting a bonus because of lost love and artful background. 72% chance. Well, before I try that, let's just be a little more conversational first. Like, do you wish you were out there fishing right now?
I always do. I like it. It's like being on another planet, a water planet, with water worries and water joys.
It's like Subnautica, water planet. Anyway,
The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the light slowly spreading across the other coast.
you have fish hooks in your ears. Sure, why not?
These aren't real fish hooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fish hooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me.
Oh,
I kept them.
I remember him.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk. The wind ruffles her hair as she looks at the light slowly spreading across the other coast.
It's an interesting lilt in your voice. Some of the Harry's options for lines when he's commenting on people's appearance or voice or accent or whatever, they feel like they're skewing in the direction of I don't want to say racist stuff, but maybe I don't know, culturally insensitive stuff. I maybe I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna try for the red check roll now. I picked these on the off chance that maybe one of them will give a bonus, an additional bonus, but 72% chance isn't bad. Let's give it a shot. Apparently, I should have worn my conceptualization shirt. Oh well.
Here we go.
Hey.
2 different approaches to cap this off with style.
Stare into the sun. Yeah, massive thermonuclear reaction. 5 billion years old. The sun is a god. Or the only fault with the sun is it shines on us as well as our enemies. I mean, like I said before, I mean she anthropomorphized the sun earlier. Like she talked about it as though as though it's a benevolent person helping us out, you know, or benevolent being, I guess. So I don't know, like talking about it in technical terms about the you know thermonuclear reaction, etc. I don't know about that. Although I mean, saying the sun is a god could also the phrase "the sun is a god" could also lead into that sort of anthropomorphizing. On the other hand, it shines on us as well as our enemies. I'm not like the way she talks. It feels like sort of she's got a sort of Zen attitude about about the world and stuff, and like like she doesn't want to think about enemies, like that feels like something that wouldn't appeal to her. Like she just wants to go on living her life and enjoying being on the water when she goes fishing and just just generally like relaxed attitude towards life and stuff. And talking about enemies just feels like it's going against that whole thing. I think on balance, like I'm not 100% happy with either of these options, but on balance, I think I'm going to go with the first one.
Aye. And a benevolent one. When did you last have one of those on your side?
My early 20s maybe, or when I had my love with me, or never, or I still do. I'm righteous. I did get a bonus for talking about past love, so and I mean that's possible. So that's something to bond over. Like she talked about her own past love, and maybe I can talk about my own past love, kind of thing. So I think I might go with the one I have my love with me.
Well, now you have that giant thing to watch over you. So, to hell with love. You know,
She smiles.
the wind's gonna pick up soon, and I have to go, but
She takes her sword out of the scabbard. The blade reflects the sunlight a dark orange.
have this. The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things. I've no use for it anymore.
Really? She's just giving me her sword? I wasn't expecting that. Are you sure you don't need the sword, or think we can do this again sometime? Or thank you for coming on this walk with me. Yeah. Are you sure you don't need the sword?
No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me.
The lieutenant looks at the sword with distrust in his eyes.
Distrust?
Do not bring it into a gunfight, he thinks. Please understand, it's merely ceremonial.
I think we can do this again sometime.
Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
She smiles sadly.
This is as far as it goes with her. You'd need to put a year between you and your last drink for anything more.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you for coming on this walk with me.
Farewell.
She nods to you and turns to go. Okay. Cool. Can't say that is exactly how I expected the session to go, but
As she walks off, the wind picks up, and the light from the sun seems to fade. The crumbling silhouette of failed electrical R&D towers in the distance, beckoning.
I hope this has been refreshing for you, Detective. Let's return to our search with a fresh pair of eyes.
Lieutenant says, watching her leave. So, I got a sword. Equip this to impress yourself? The blade of this mass-produced saber is dulled over the years and won't slice or stab anyone. It still commands respect in your hand, however. Holding on to its bakelite hilt fills you with a sense of purpose and a memory of the date. Aww. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, that reminds me. I'm curious. Like, equip this when times are most dire. So, like, if I equip the pistol, you got 2 bullets. Okay, that's what that's what I wondered. I guess. Okay, I didn't actually put it in my hand to find that out. What? It made a sound when I put the sword in hand. Anyway. Okay. So, went on a walk. We've kind of explored the coast here. Now that that's done, do we have the option of using the boat to go to the islets? Like, was that a necessary step in that? Do we need to endear ourselves to Lillian to let us use the boat or something like that? Is that how this works? In any case, I'm gonna go back and hey, now the alkies are there. So is that her boat there? She said it was yellow.
I see you haven't left our little Martinez yet. Still running around. Like some kind of cross-country law official.
So the case was up. I have some loose ends to tie up. This place is kind of growing on me, you know. Has some loose ends to tie up.
Hi. I guess you do. What's on your mind, Officer Harry? Oh? Who?
So there's
Okay. Oh. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes it. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Well, how can I assist you?
so no new
Aye, the sea's
dialogue
gonna
after
calm
this.
down soon, I can feel it.
Okay. Is this the boat here? Yellow thing with the tarp over it? There's nothing to click on. Oh, I didn't have the option of asking her about it. I've searched all along the coast. Like, I feel like I need another hint here. Ruby was in the Cinderblock village, but left Monday. She could be anywhere in the peninsula north of the village. Look inside the church. Done. Ask around. Done. There are people to the west of the mural. There are people to the west of the mural? Like the guy and his kid there? Says, or I don't know, ask a girl on a date. Done. That. Then ask the wind maybe? Ask a girl on a date, then ask her. I just did that. She didn't have anything new to say. Ask the wind maybe. Return to the Feld mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. Well, I guess I'm going to go back to the Feld mural again. Now, this is kind of taking the wind out of my sails, so to speak. Came into this feeling like, okay, there's probably lots to do. Actually, before I check the Feld building again, let me just take a look around here again. Not expecting anyone or anything new to be here, but let's take a peek anyway. This is where I failed my visual calculus roll before. Inspecting the bullet
A
patterns.
scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Sunday friend is here. Oh yeah, you might have something to say now that we spoke to Warship Archer.
Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCA. Godspeed. And if we don't meet again, bonne chance.
And that's it. Okay, that's all. That's the only thing I can say to him. Like, okay. I mean, I would think we'd have more to talk about since we talked to Warship Archer, but okay, whatever. Let's try this Shivers roll again, I guess. I'm gonna save first, just because. I feel like it's probably beneficial to save extra times anyway, just because I mean the game froze a few times during the previous session, so.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
There's an additional +3 for went on a date. Interestingly. So like there are like a bazillion possible ways to boost this chance here. Like the game really wants me to come back to this roll here.
A breeze, like a quiet sigh, moves over you. The cool air breaks across your body. It brings the salt of the sea into your lungs.
I rolled a 3 and that failed? Well, then the odds aren't displaying properly. With 97% chance, everything except a 2 should be successful. Modifiers +18. Hold on. Your total 24, which is greater than the rating for, which is 20. So I did exceed the roll. That's weird. Your total 24, and the roll's total is 20. Like, I exceeded the value I was supposed to get, but it says I failed. That's very strange.
Go to the children of the big sea.
Go to the children of the big sea? What the hell is that?
The wind rushes away, leaving you where you were, on the rotting boards of the Feld building.
Officer, are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second.
Lieutenant watches you attentively. Did I have a seizure, Kim? Or I think I need to talk to some kids in the village? Or the wind told me to talk to children. Let's roll. Work with the children of the big sea. Find the children of the big sea. The wind spoke to you at the Feld mural. The children of the sea know something that will assist you in finding Ruby. But who are the children and what do they know? Find the children of the big sea. Okay. Well, this has gotten a little weird. Something appeared on the map? What's this? Why was there a notification here? You know, there's nothing new to roll. Okay. Do I have a seizure, Kim? I think I need to talk to some kids in the village. The wind told me to talk to children. Let's roll. Did I have a seizure, Kim?
Doesn't look like it to me. Probably not, anyway.
He pauses to study for a moment. The wind told me to talk to children. Let's roll. That's. They need to talk to some kids in the village. Let's go with. I think I need to talk to some kids in the village, I guess.
When you're ready.
So the Shivers thing is locked now. Why do I feel like I know this
Indeed.
place?
Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna... Let's go talk to the kids, I guess.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Children are stupid. No, Kids, has anything strange happened lately?
We had bad words and said, I got in trouble.
Boy turns the rock over in his hand.
Bad words. Bad words.
The other says, nodding absent-mindedly. Bad words are bad. Don't say them, kids. It's a first step to a life of crime. Sure. Okay, what happened?
We just heard funny voices.
The boy shrugs. His jacket whispers as his shoulders move. Is that suggesting that somebody was here?
We thought the voices were funny. We said what they said, and then we got in trouble.
The brother nods. Where did you hear them? Did you overhear someone say them? Was it on the radio?
Radio? What's that? We just heard them in our head.
The boy sniffs up a drip of snot. We just heard them in our head. What do you mean you heard them in your head?
You know, I heard people talking, except just in my head.
He points at his head. His fingers are red from the cold. Talk about having a hallucination, okay, what did you hear?
It was like, it is time at last. My nasty speed reeks. Our brother man is about to grow up.
He scratches his head. He looks at his twin, who nods. And then he begins. Nasty speed freeze. Okay.
DJ Flatios, Big Boy Daniel single is here. Buckle up, cause this is the fastest track that you're ever gonna hear.
Is the kid actually picking up radio signals?
Turn up the volume. Blow those speakers out. Now here's no. Don't say bad words, stupid.
Brother cuts in suddenly and sharply.
Why, what a splendid rendition these two rapscallions have offered us here today. Faultless memorization. Perchance they'll enjoy greatness as a double act in the performing arts.
A word when you're done.
The lieutenant clears his throat. His eyes are wider than usual.
The boy draws a jagged rock across the ground. It leaves a white scratch.
Okay, bye kids, take care. Let's step into my office, Kim.
Detective, about what the twins had to say. I believe they heard something. And given the poverty of this part of town, I don't know how they could have heard the radio. I don't know how they heard it, but I know the station they imitated. So they must have heard it somehow.
He returns his gaze to you. What channel is it?
Speed Freaks FM.
Speed Freaks FM, huh?
Yeah, local station, known for its kinetic music and aggressive style.
Sounds like a good time, or sounds a bit rough for me. I like tenderness in my radio, I think. Sounds like a station for idiots. So such judgmental options. I mean, seeing the way Harry cut loose when he was dancing in front of Andre before, but it might be his it might be more his speed. But on the other hand, maybe he's trying to be different. Maybe he's looking for tenderness. I mean, he did sing that the San Sen song for karaoke. Um, is it rough for me? I like tennis, do you think? Or sounds like a good time. Yeah, let's go with the tenderness option.
Yeah. Anyway,
The lieutenant checks his watch. Anyway.
weird as it is, the situation is not connected to the murder. This isn't our business.
It's a mystery, though. Mysteries are our business. But it is related, Kim. The wind told me so. Do we want to let Kim in on the wind told me so business? Let's go with it's a mystery though. Mysteries are our business.
Yes. Mysteries like who killed the hanged man are our business, not this. Besides, maybe it was just a radio they overheard. They might not be old enough to know the difference. How would they have heard the voices?
Even if it was a radio, where was it coming from? Or didn't Ruby have advanced radio know-how? Or maybe it has something to do with the mass call-in radio game? Or maybe it's related to what happened in the church soon as experiment? I mean, Ruby did pass through here, supposedly. She was staying in, Washerwoman's place. It could also be, like I said, could be related to Suna's experiment. Maybe it had wider-reaching effects than we realized. I mean, I'm tempted to go with the Suna's experiment option just because it possibly gives us something else to do. Maybe we can ask Suna about it.
The lieutenant is grimly silent.
Let's at least rule out radios before continuing. Maybe the twins didn't know it was a radio they were hearing. The washerwoman seems to know everything that happens here. Let's ask if she heard anything before moving on. After you.
Lieutenant gestures toward the old woman. Okay. Ask the washroom. Okay. Rock, no.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you heard a radio on the coast in the last week or so?
A radio? Ah, no. We play no radio here. There's one in the shack, but it's never used.
One in the shack, you say? Are you sure you didn't hear any radio playing? Or any idea how the twins could have heard Speed Freaks FM? Or We Good Kim? Yeah. Any idea how the Speed Direct? Any idea how the twins could have heard Speed Freaks FM?
Was that the nonsense we were spouting? Huh.
She shakes her head.
No, I have no idea where they heard it. They've been in earshot all week, and no radio.
Are you sure you didn't hear any radio playing? I mean, it seems redundant to ask again. Like, you think she's going to give a different answer? But what the heck, I'll take it anyway.
These ears know every sound that belongs to this coast. I would know if I heard anything different.
You good, Kim?
Let's just get it out of the way as fast as we can. Contact dispatch from my kinema and ask them to connect you to the station. Maybe they can shed some light on this.
Okay. Thank you, Kim.
I'm ready when you are. Thank you, ma'am.
He turns to the old woman.
Anything else?
Cold breeze brushes by. The old woman smiles. Goodbye, I'm off, I guess. Alright, we're, call Speed Freaks FM from the Lieutenant's Kinema. We're seriously doing that? We're calling the radio station? Like, what are they gonna be able to do? Okay. Fast travel! Whoosh! Oh, these guys are back. Hey, there's someone on the bench. I don't think that person was there before. Oh, okay. Before we check the radio and stuff. I'm curious about this individual here.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
The jolliness is gone from Gaston's face. Where's René Anna? Where's your buddy?
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Looks delicious. Point to the sandwich. Can I have a bite of that? That's horrible. Okay, let's ask where's René.
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it, but he's really gone.
He replies, trying to smile. Did he just die in between yesterday and today?
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Gone? Gone where? Or I can just say, may René rest in peace. Saying gone where seems like a dumb thing to say in this context, but I'm just gonna say may René rest in peace.
Yes, in peace.
A strange expression runs across his wrinkled face when he repeats in peace. Tell me, what do you know about the dead man? Is that referring to the hanged man or about René at this point? This just seems like a callous thing to say right now. I'm just going to say bye for now. Okay, let's go use that radio, I guess.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alice, I need you to connect me to Speed Freaks FM.
Come again, officer?
Speed Freaks FM, radio station. It's for the case.
Okay, officer. One moment.
I can say ...
I have the GMS on the line. I'll connect you now.
Yo!
The word shoots out of the man's mouth like a bullet.
The starting gun fires, and we're off.
Yo, yo. Or I could say, hello, is this DJ Mesh? Or as my brother likes to say, what up, down, yo, yo. Because, anyway. Should you just say yo, yo back? Why not?
Yo, 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 you got DJ Mesh here, my man. I got a few minutes before I gotta go back on air. What do you need?
Just calling to confirm. Did you debut a new track from DJ Facio a few days ago?
An asshole is a mouth for shit. And I'm puking.
That's the phrase that the kids got in trouble for saying? What kind of... Okay. Are you insulting an officer of the law, punk? Or... Well, wait, I didn't announce myself as an officer here, but anyway. Well, I mean, presumably Alice Dispatcher let them know that it was the police calling, but... Presumably that's the title of the song. Okay. Should I say what, or should I say okay, but what is the song called? I'm presumably that is what the song called. Okay, whatever. Okay, but what is the song called?
Yeah, that is the song. An asshole is a mouth for shit. And I'm puking.
Do people like it? Is that legal to play? Or, okay, let's move on. We talked to some kids who said they heard it in their heads. Do you know how that could be possible? Let's just get straight to the point, I guess. We talked to some kids who said they heard it in their heads. Do you know how that could be possible?
Is that what this is about? Listen, it's not our problem if kids decide to tune into Rivershaw's hottest station.
It's not that they played it on the radio. They heard it in their heads. Do you know how that's possible?
I don't understand. Are you asking if we can, like, play our station into people's brains?
Sure, forced radio, can't tune out. You'd make a killing on that. Or, yeah, like a new way to equalize people, getting them all on the same station, a great tool for communism. Or exactly like that, because I think you're an enemy of traditional values, forcing your filth on the innocent. Okay. Or, yeah, like that. Maybe it was part of your civic duty, you were just testing it out for the government. Um, these are my four options. Okay, well, what am I going to say here? Okay, so the first one, can't tell you making ads. Great tool for communism? Forcing your filth on the innocent? I mean, that just feels rude. I like that maybe it was part of your civic duty, you were just testing it out for the government. I mean, the fourth option at least gives him an out if he wants to claim that he's doing a, some kind of service. I'm kind of leaning towards either option 1 or option 4. Testing it out for the government? What kind of... or forced radio? I don't know, this feels a little more like an accusation, whereas this one feels like it's... I don't know. I don't know what's the best approach for this here. I mean, he started by saying it's not our problem. He's like immediately getting defensive. Let's go with the government option, I guess.
We ain't testing anything out for the man, unless it's how many bricks you need to break all his windows.
There you go.
That wasn't a threat, by the way. Just a figure of speech.
Of course.
I'm a spoken word guy. Now, is there anything else you needed?
Hey, maybe he would have gone for the communist option. Okay, no, that was it. Thank you for your time. That's my only option.
Nah, man. Thank you. This has been an absolute pleasure.
Okay.
Later, cop man.
The party has terminated the call. Is there anything else I can do for you, officer?
Press the button labeled saved and turn on Speed Freaks FM. The button labeled saved? Wait, is it? I mean, it's an option to choose. I guess I'll pick that.
It requires no adjustment. The radio is already set to Speed Freaks FM.
The radio is already set to it? Wait a second. Is that implying that this is what Kim normally listens to? Maybe I should have said it was more my jam. Oh well.
Spoke to the wildest cop and rapper show.
After a moment of fiddling with the radio, push the going saved button and on comes a familiar voice.
Didn't even get his name. But whoever that mystery cop was, we salute him.
Gained +5 experience.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right?
So must have been messing with the radio. Is he getting evasive about... He doesn't want to admit that that's the station that he was listening to?
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
It's TJ Mesh. That was Speed Freaks FM. Sorry about it. I wanted to contact the dispatch, pick up the radio, and turn it back to prime line. I don't know. The writing in this bit feels a little odd. I mean, we wanted to. I mean, I know that it's pretty clear that the game is trying to lead me to the conclusion that Kim was already listening to Speed Freaks earlier, but he was embarrassed about it. But it's just I'm a bit confused about why it said push the button labeled saved and turn on Speed Freaks. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. Like the dialogue here implies that Harry wasn't expecting Speed Freaks to come on, but the option I chose here says turn on Speed Freaks FM. So it's like I'm just confused. Is that an error in the writing? Like they didn't know whether I was supposed to know about that or something? It's just a little odd. Okay, whatever. Um, anyway, shall we embarrass Kim a little more? That's DJ Mesh. That was Speed Freaks FM.
The lieutenant is resolutely silent, staring at the console. A look of betrayal. The secret has been revealed.
Oh man, you should have told me you liked them. I could have asked for a shout out. Alright, you don't want to get into this, no problem. I mean, either one of these options could be good. I mean, like on the other hand, maybe we want to say we don't want to get into this because we don't want to embarrass Kim further. Or on the other hand, we could say, hey, you know what? I'm okay with it. It's cool. It's fine if you're listening to that. I'm gonna. Oh hey, Larkus here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? On balance, I'm gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say I asked for a shout out.
I don't listen to them.
Oh. Lieutenant says sharply. Okay. It's okay to like what you like, Kim, or right, you don't want to get into this, no problem. Well, shoot. Do we want to push this point, or do you want to back off? Look at me overthinking every single decision. Funnily enough, I mentioned I was watching Luality play this game. She similarly was like encountering a lot of decision paralysis over every choice, like asking the chat for advice repeatedly and repeatedly panicking, like, oh no, I don't know which one to choose. I don't know. I mean, like, honestly, it's okay to like what you like, you know? I don't mind putting that opinion out there, like, as a general rule. Different people like different things, that's normal. But, on the other hand, if Kim is embarrassed and doesn't want to talk about it, maybe it's better to back off. I wonder if these options would have been affected if, more favorably if I'd said that I liked Speed Freaks earlier. Well, shoot. I don't know. I sort of I'm sort of torn between, like, hey, this could be an opportunity to get to know Kim better. He keeps this, you know, stoic front up where he's all business and doesn't want to let his hair down, so to speak. And this maybe this is an opportunity to get to know him better. But on the other hand, pushing him on this topic might make him withdraw further. I mean, it is neat to see those moments where those moments where he reveals more about his personality. When most of the time he's just all business and tries to I'm gonna go with "It's okay to like what you like." I hope I don't regret it.
I don't like it. I don't know how that channel got marked.
He shrugs very slightly. You lying to me right now, Kim? Or I don't know. Should I commit to the bit? Should I double down and triple down here? Sort of wonder if the fact that these guys are standing by here, if they're contributing to his reluctance to talk about it. I don't like accusing him of lying. I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna back off. Maybe in some future game I'll push him on the topic. Right, you don't want to get into this, no problem.
Nothing to get into, really. But sure, let's focus on the important thing.
He pets the motor carriage.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect it to someone?
The voice in the shortwave repeats. I'm done with the radio for now.
57, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out.
Close the door. That's enough of that, I guess. And Kim has some dialogue here. Let's step away.
About that call, let's start from the top. There's no doubt that the twins heard Speed Freaks FM. I still don't know how without a radio, but they did.
Spooky shit, but what does it mean? Squinton thought. Or we're not any closer to knowing how they heard it, though, are we?
No, we are not.
Lieutenant's gaze travels toward the coast, toward the fishing village so far away. I mean, a weird voice in my head said to talk to the kids. Maybe it's related, or I guess we're stuck then. Do we really want to take it in that direction? Go with this metaphysical stuff? Fine. Let's have it your way, Inland Empire.
I don't think the voices in your head are related to this, no.
But it didn't sound like one of my thoughts. It sounded like a lady. Wait, really? Yeah, let's push this point, I guess.
The lieutenant gives you a long look.
I don't know what to say to that, or what you want me to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did we ask where the kids were when they heard the voice?
The wind picks up, blowing a stray strand of the lieutenant's hair out of place. He smooths it back. We didn't ask them anything about it. We didn't ask where they were or when they heard it. Or, I didn't, sorry, or, are you criticizing me, Kim? This is confrontational fit here. Or, nope. Sorry, cop. I didn't, sorry.
No need to apologize. I was just going to say it'd be a good idea to ask them.
Oh, great. We have to go back there again, eh? Ask the twins where they were when they heard Speed. Okay. Just a bit of backtracking. Okay.
And detective, thanks for this. It's been interesting.
He turns to you, he smiles. Interesting, okay. Even though he was embarrassed by the Speed Freaks talk? Okay. Do these guys have anything new to say?
That ride is fucking lightning.
the young man exclaims.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Ask for the jackets for yourself, Lieutenant. Demonstrated authority and Kim showed good tactics. Like, do we want those jackets for yourself and the lieutenant? I have difficulty imagining the Lieutenant Kisaragi wearing these jackets. Well, I think there's definitely been something. I got the gloves which promote increase half-light. I don't think I have anything else which increases half-light. Oh. Fallen Windbreaker increases half-light. Do I want to try for that? It's kind of ridiculous. Like, why do I want to take someone's jacket anyway? I've got plenty of jackets in my inventory. Ah, forget it. I'm just gonna fast travel back to the fishing village and let's go talk to these kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Real quick, boys. Where were you when you heard the voices?
There.
The boy points toward one of the ruined monoliths nearby. Ruined monoliths? Okay.
We were there.
The other child nods. The Feld building looms overhead. Okay. So the Feld building. Alright. Aha, I knew it. Thanks, kids. And so I return to the Feld. And so I return to the Feld. One says, throwing a rock into the sand.
Full circle. Back to Feld, then. When you're ready.
Lieutenant smiles to himself.
The boy turns the rock over in his hands. He looks to you, then his brother, then back to you.
Okay, bye kids, take care. She made a reference to a radio being in the shack. I don't think. Okay, didn't come in here with me. Yeah, I don't think she meant. I think she meant the other shack. I'm just curious. Is there anything else you can do
On
with
the
these?
table, you see a bowl of water.
Okay, it's just the same thing as before, I think.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it.
Okay. So what's the option now? It says put the pieces together at the Feld mural. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be doing that roll again. I'm just curious, since she drew attention to the radio in the shack, I'm presuming she means this shack? Maybe not? Maybe it was a different shack? I mean, there was another shack, wasn't there? Now that I think about it. Like, isn't there, like this one here. There's nothing highlightable there. Okay, never mind. I can also check in with little Lily in here. I suppose she has anything new to say.
Mister, what were you doing in my fireplace?
There's a phasm in it. I was trying to catch it. Nothing. Should I bring up the phasmid again? You can already hear Kim rolling his eyes. Let's give it a shot. There's a phasmid. I was trying to catch it.
Oh. Okay.
She nods seriously. Ruby, Lancelot, the twins beside your brothers. I think you're holding. Okay, no new, no new options. The girl's large, curious eyes remain fixed on you. Okay, let's go. All right, back to the Feld building, I suppose. This way. Okay then.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Just stop. Why is it? Maybe I need to. If I scroll this down, will it put this in a better place? There you go. Why does this thing really want to put that down there? Anyway, okay. Encyclopedia in Puzzle 17. Pull on your knowledge to understand what caused the twins to hear radio in their heads. So I'm getting +3 because I searched for Ruby's lorry. +1 for lingering on the north coast. Huh. +1 for lingering there? Is that because I went on the walk? Or just generally? +1 because I heard stories from Idiot Doom Spiral. +3 because I searched the coast for traps. +1 because I've seen the inside of the church. Okay, well, if it's an encyclopedia roll, I'm putting on my Dick Mullen hat. +1 encyclopedia. Whoosh. I'm pretty sure there's another thing which brings up encyclopedia as well. I could be wrong. Interfacing, logic, savoir-faire, empathy. Empathy shoes. Okay, I guess just the hat then. That should be enough.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical,
Hey, 3%.
R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Let's give it a shot.
You know a lot about radio. Enough to know you have no idea how or why those boys heard Speed Freaks FM in their heads. Knowledge like that isn't just obscure, it's unknowable. Dangerous theoretical facts like that are probably protected under the Coalition Government's Articles of Dominion, Title 14, Article 7C. While an expert might be able to suss it out on their own, a layman like you has no hope.
Suss it out. Sus with a double S on the end. I mean, that's the actual word sus got to be confused with the modern slang sus with one S.
You don't know how it happened, but the stores of your knowledge are vast, and there is something crucial in them.
What's that?
You know where Ruby isn't.
Okay.
She isn't in the fishing village.
No.
She's not with her bullet under the floorboards in the shack. So where could she be? Land's End? You took in the sights there with Lillian. Ruby wasn't up the disused radio tower among the reeds or beneath the boardwalk. The alcoholics never mentioned seeing Ruby either. Idiot Doom Spiral gave an exhaustive account of recent events, but never mentioned seeing Ruby.
Okay.
You've searched the whole coast for Morel's traps, just as you didn't find the Insulindian phasmid. You did not find her. You've even entered the church, helped the ravers set up a nightclub, and overheard. Well, we don't need to think about that. Point is, Some criminals seek sanctuary from sacred buildings, though the sanctuary laws were abolished decades ago. But Ruby wasn't such a one.
Sanctuary laws were abolished decades ago? Really? Okay, anyway.
And you do know one thing about radios. Ulan. Ruby dabbles in advanced radio theories. Ulan, the speed freak's mystery. It might just be related.
Does that mean she's here?
If she's here on the coast, she'll be here. And besides, something weird happened to the twins around here. It'd be nice to know what caused that. Another fact for your collection.
This weird little random burst of static there. 90 experience. Okay, where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk. Its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
Oh, so this is Shivers coming in handy here. It's like my sense about the layout of the city. In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs. From the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels a whisper away. Suggesting there's an alternate entrance? I have to go under the boardwalk? What is happening?
Down there.
Whose voice was that? Say, I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
The twins did hear the radio from here, so something is happening, or the wind told me, or we looked everywhere else, or ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells. Wait, have we? I mean, we can go back to saying the wind told me. That's that's the sort of stuff that Kim disapproves of. Let's just go with the twins did hear the radio from here, so something is happening.
True. And Ruby does have radio experience, as evidenced by her lorry. But how do we even get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Yeah, I wondered about that. Perhaps we can climb it and enter the roof? Let's go with that.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
I would not be fond of climbing that ladder either. I'm not fond of heights. A rickety ladder like that would... I wouldn't deal well with that. What have we here? What's this down here? So we can climb and get up to the roof, or can we go into the sewers or something here? What is this? Climb out to the roof or find another way into the felled building. That, or find another way, seems to be a key thing here. I'm going to save it just in case. I mean, I've sort of wanted to get onto the... Hold on. I don't want to leave Kim behind. I've kind of wanted to get on the roof for a while because I have a feeling maybe that's where the shot might have come from. But yeah, let's see if this is an option here.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Yeah, this is a very narrow pipe. If we're thinking of going into that pipe, Like it's not like the kind of thing you can. There's room to stand. You'd be crawling through it, and it's. That sounds. That seems pretty horrible. Anyway, come closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
Snow inside the pipe? That would suggest it's open to the air. I mean, like, the snow got in there anyway. Okay, what else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
Okay, so someone was definitely in there. And
nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Can we get into the Feld building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either.
A grin flickers across his face.
However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Huh. He points to a rusted metal double door to the right of the pipe, obscured by the reeds. Oof. Physical instrument heroic 15 try to pull the door apart. 3% chance. I get a +1 for broken to communist apartment? Well, I mean, I can get that physical instrument roll higher by changing clothes, but not by much. I mean, if I take the shirt off, I get the bonus from the physical instrument thing, the thought cabinet thing. I don't think I have anything else that boosts physical instrument. That makes for less physical instrument. Yeah, that's all I got.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
8% chance. I have to roll an 11 or 12 to get in here. Let's give it a shot.
You and the lieutenant
9.
lean all your weight into pushing the doors apart, but you're not quite synchronizing your efforts. They slam shut again before you can enter.
Huh.
Let's take a breather and try this again later. It's very tough.
Okay then. Let's put the logic shirt back on, I guess. Okay, well, I guess it's ladder climbing time. I think we're gonna have to leave Kim behind for this. Because I don't have...
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Some of the rungs are missing? That makes it sound worse. Oh no. Well, give it a shot.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp.
Oh, it gets better and better.
In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
180 seems about right. 190, I'm a giant. No, 180 seems about right. Just 6 feet tall.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, ... What if you were to do something more subtle?
Oh?
What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Reconceptualize climbing the ladder? What have you got in mind, conceptualization? What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport? You saying that out loud? What are you doing, dude? It's I mean that's the only option aside from you're not ready to do this yet and leave. Okay, I guess I'm gonna say this even though it sounds dumb.
Teleportation is not a thing.
Oh sure, just like the Insulian Phasmid is not a thing. Anyway, come on, Kin. Where's your adventurous spirit? Or teleportation is a thing, just needs a bit of concentration. Or it won't hurt to try. All three of these options are going in the direction of, yeah, no, I'm just gonna teleport up there. It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt a lot.
Okay, savoir-faire gives me a 97% chance. +2 because I saw tag climbing, and +1 because do it for coach physical? That's funny. And like finally, all those levels I put into savoir-faire have paid off. I mean, like savoir-faire is the one trait I've leveled up more than anything else because I kept failing that savoir-faire roll trying to get onto the roof. Savoir-faire challenge. Why is it? It actually says teleport to the roof. Okay.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
This is a joke, right?
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
What in the heck is going on? What in the heck is going on? I did it, can I teleport or don't glow, just stand there like a Samaran master. I'm gonna go with I did it, can I teleport just to keep the line of communication open here.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
The lieutenant shouts from below. Well, darn.
No, not like a regular person. Like a phase spider.
A phase spider?
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear...
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Yeah, no kidding. Cool. Well, new area. I don't know if this is the best time to end off the stream, but I'm 2 hours into this, and I'm getting hungry, and it's also kind of late. So as much as the progress in this game I've been making is rather slow, I would like to go faster at this. I do think I need to end off for today. Try to get on it, get back to it sooner. But yeah, probably not going to raid anyone, but just take a peek at who's on anyway. But yeah, so like this session didn't go the way I expected it to. Yeah, it was Huh, yeah, that was, excuse me. Things got a little weird. But, yeah, I don't know. It started making me feel like, hey, maybe I should have leaned harder into the, all the metaphysical options and oh, there's a curse on the doomed commercial area, and oh, there are definitely insulin and phasmids, and oh yeah, let's get into all this cryptid stuff. And you know, and tell right, Lena. Yeah, so there's a reference to Lena earlier, and I was a little slow in cluing in that. Oh right, Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife, right? That's the Lena that he was referring to, of course. But yeah, like lean into the option of reassuring her that no, really, you saw the insulin and phasmid. I kind of wonder if more other interesting stuff might happen if I leaned into that more. I don't know. I mean, it sure looks like the game diverges, or there's potential for the game to diverge quite a bit. Depending on your choices and your stats and all kinds of things. I mean, just looking at Duality's playthrough of the first day, it's just kind of some interesting different things. Like for one thing, she had the opportunity to punch out Kuno. I don't know what options she chose to get to that point. Unfortunately, she failed the roll, and like he swings and misses and falls on the ground and hurts himself. Not sure how it would have played out if she had succeeded at that roll. Oh yeah, and she attempted to run away from Gard when he asked for money and collided with Lena's wheelchair, and then Geld actually felt guilty enough to give her a discount, funnily enough. Which is kind of funny. Like apparently, like she just kind of failed upwards in that case. You know, there's lots of neat stuff in the game. Basically, like lots of different weird quirks and directions that stuff can go in. Yeah, I definitely feel like the game's gonna deserve a second playthrough once I get to the finish. But there are a number of context clues that suggest that however this turns out is going to lead to some kind of twist that's going to recontextualize everything that came before it. I mean, we'll see how it plays out. But anyway, yeah, that's all for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time.